Welcome and thanks for listening to Four Things to Know, an open line podcast produced by the City of Auburn. Each week, we'll take a few minutes to walk you through events, street closures, and important dates you should know about as Auburn residents. So this is the public affairs team for the City of Auburn in Auburn, Alabama, coming back to you once again with Four Things to Know. We're going to go around the table and say hello.
Hey, I'm Allison Blankenship, Neighborhood Specialist.
I'm David Dorton, Director of Public Affairs.
And I am Nick Bowman, the Public Affairs Specialist. So Cynthia is out this week. She'll be back next week. So we're going to start with Allison.
All right. So just want to remind everybody that the Fishing Rodeo is coming up soon. It's going to be Saturday, May 13th. This is an event that happens every year and brings out a lot of families and kids who just want to go catch some fish. It's going to be from 7 to 11 a.m. that day at the Auburn Technology Park South. It's hosted by Auburn Parks and Recreation and sponsored by Evans Realty, who I believe will be giving away a free fishing rod and reel to the first 175 children that register. So if you have not already registered and you want to get one of those, then maybe you should go ahead and do that. I don't know if they've run out yet, but it's worth a try. The cost of the event is $5 per child, and it's open to kids ages 1 through 14. Online registration is open, and every participant must be pre-registered, and there is no registration the day of the event, so please pre-register. Let's see. Parks and Recreation is going to supply the bait, and each child may bring home a max of 5 fish. And it is noted in here to please always accompany your child if you are the parent or guardian bringing them there to the event. Door prizes are going to be given out to lucky participants, and prizes will be awarded to the biggest and the smallest fish caught in each age category. An award will also be given to the participant who catches the most fish overall. So it's just a great chance for kids and their parents to come together and enjoy one of America's favorite pastimes.
Do we know where the fishing rodeo, like kind of where that name comes from? Is that?
I really don't. I wish I knew.
I wonder if that's like something we came up with, the City of Auburn, or if that's like a standard thing.
Yeah, I really have no idea. I'm not a huge fisher.
Or rodeo person.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of registration, you mentioned registration for that. The registration for summer programs for Parks and Recreation actually begins tomorrow. It was supposed to begin Monday, May 1st, and there were some technical difficulties with me saying that and with the system. And everything's squared away on the technical side, and so if you listen to this on or after May 3rd, summer program registration with Parks and Rec will be open. And of course, that's starting in May, thinking about summer. There's a lot else going on in May. There's still the Spring Sundown Concert Series that we mentioned last week. Coming up on May 4th is Wesley Hill and Friends. Those concerts are at Kiesel Park on Thursdays at 6 p.m. And rounding out, just thinking about May, I've got May on my mind, I guess. Thinking about May, we start with the Fishing Rodeo right after City Fest, and we round things out with the Mayor's Memorial Day breakfast on Memorial Day at 8 o'clock in the morning, and tickets are available at City Hall.
$25 per person?
Yes.
Or I believe a table of 8 is $250.
Where is it this year?
Yeah, so the breakfast is always, there's the breakfast, which is either one event or one part of the event, however you want to look at it, where they gather for breakfast, they have music, they have distinguished veteran recognition, they have hero remembered recognition at the Hotel and Conference Center, and then afterwards we all go to the Veterans Monument at the corner of Ross and Glenn and have a brief ceremony there as well.
Sounds great. Hopefully it's a nice day. It was really nice last year. May's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun, and looking forward to our first 90-degree day.
Yeah.
We've been lucky so far. It's been a nice spring, but I can feel the heat coming.
Yeah.
So speaking of heat, I bet college students are feeling the heat this week, right?
Finals
week.
Almost there.
They're almost done, and when they are done, you will be able to park downtown for free So downtown parking is going to be free during the break between Auburn University's spring and summer semesters. That's May 5th to the 16th. On-street parking is available throughout downtown, as well as on and surrounding the ground floor of the Auburn Municipal Parking Deck and the Gay Street parking lot. Free parking only applies to surface parking. So if you're planning to park in the Wright Street deck, that's still $1 an hour, 24/7, but that's capped at $15 a day. So if you leave it overnight, you're only going to pay $15. You're not going to pay the full 24. So once again, free parking May 5th to the 16th. And then after that, paid parking will resume. Anybody got anything else?
It's a good time. Free parking also means quieter downtown.
Yes.
It's always a good time to visit those downtown businesses and restaurants that you might not get to the rest of the year as we, again, think towards May and then summer.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Looking forward to shaving 10 minutes off my commute. I did say last episode that we were going to be back next year.
You did.
And we are back much earlier than that.
Surprise.
So, yeah, we're here.
That's every New Year's Eve. That's what I tell my mom on the phone is I'll see you in a year.
Yep, that's correct. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. We will be back next week. Thanks for listening to Four Things to Know, an open line podcast produced by the City of Auburn. If you're looking for more news, events, and dates to know about coming up in Auburn, visit news.auburnalabama.org. You can also check out our show notes for the links and URLs discussed in this episode.